never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes.
Hey guys, this is a Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, this is part 6 of What If deku was Shoto Todoroki's twin sister. Excuse me for a second. Now, I'm going to run some information down. Now, the special move that Bakugo and Luna came up with, it's absolute zero howler impact. And one of my subscribers came up with a idea for this tournament. So I'm not sure if he misspelled Cork, but the tournament would be called Cork Blast Tournament. And they're in the regionals right now, and I'm gonna have them do another one down the line for the for the nationals. It takes place 1 month before and the end of the year, so this one's gonna be interesting. So, and I'm planning to introduce this into future what ifs. Cork Blast Tournament. That's going to be interesting. Absolute zero howler impact. I just want to make sure I got the names, memorized in my brain and mind. Now, where we last off, as they observe Shoto Todoroki and Momo Yadaroshi's battle, and I want to make you guys know I had a comment or two, maybe. I know I'll always one comment asking if Momo is a boy or a girl. It's a girl, so the ship is a female female. So just to let you guys know if you're confused, so I don't have to keep replying to comments over and over again about it. So as Bakugo and them are talking, after actually the last part was when Luna said some things to her father, her Soul father. As we get to the next stage of the tournament, several opponents skulls have been knocked off. The bracket has been set as we go to I think we're going to do 2 more fights, then we're going to get to the fight that everyone wants to see. As Bakugo and Luna are on the tournament grounds. Welcome, everyone. We have we have Kasi Bakugo and Luna Midoriya in their second bout in the Blast Cork tournament. And their opponents, some knockoff school that I'm not going to, bother making up. Their name's not important. They have strength quirks, so, Wonder who will win. As, we cut to, All Might and Nezu. He's here. He's like, All Might, what do you think about those two? I'm almost like, huh. Now, All Might's using this to find a successor, but I'm not giving Luna that quirk because she doesn't need it. She's super overpowered. She's super OP anyway. So I normally don't like giving my dekus one for all because there's no need. I don't like to follow the status quo. So that's me being stubborn. So he's like, huh. The young boy is quite powerful as Cork. I'm more interested in the girl. Oh, I figured you would. her quirk is interesting. What the record says is a half and half, like Endeavor's daughter, half hot, half cold. But there's something different about it. I don't know how to put it. As Nezu, he's been watching her. It's like, I'll be observing with this in great interest. Hopefully she applies to UA. As All Might's like, I agree as well. Let's find out what she's capable of. These two opponents, their quirks are super strength. So let's see how well this team handles a super strength quirk team. As we cut back to the arena, as the crowd's cheering, as they start chanting, Ice Queen, because that's what they've been naming her. As Bucko laughs a little bit, smirks. It seems like you got a nickname. It seems like you got some fans. It's like, shut up, Kanchan. Whatever, Snow White. Or should I say Ice Queen? Or would you prefer Ice Empress? And she's like, enough. Let's get our head in the game. As the two opponents like, stop flirting and take this seriously. As Bakugo was about to say something, as Luna puts her hand out to gesture him to shut up. I suggest you carefully choose the next words comes out of your mouth. It depends how vicious I can be. As he's like, whatever, freak, ice freak. As Luna gets tired of that, he's like, Kanchan, show no mercy. As Buck goes like, when do I ever? Duly noted. As they go off, as they begin the match, as the two rush to Bakugo, because they see they need to take him out first. His quirk could easily knock out someone out of the ring easily. As they both rush Bakugo, as Luna gets in front of him, as she blocks one attack using shielding her arm, blocking with her arm was coated with ice. As she gets pushed back, as the other one came from beside, punch her as she goes across the ring, sliding across the ground. As they begin tag teaming Bakugo, as they're getting good solid hits off him, as he starts coughing up a little blood, he's like, you're gonna pay for that. As suddenly, when they were focused on Bakugo, Luna decides to use her fire quirk. As everyone's seen her ice. They didn't know about she had a half and half quirk. As she unleashes her fire, normal fire, hitting into the back of the head, in the back, as he goes flying outside the ring from the impact. It was pretty big. As they turn, shit, we must have miscalculated. As the other dude was about to rush, Luna, as Bakugo does an explosion, as he goes blast him towards Luna. As Bakugo's like, now Snow White, as she creates a humongous iceberg, freezing him in place. As Bakugo smiles, as there's a click on his gauntlet, as he's like, as he does a howler impact, blasting him out of the ice, hitting it into the wall. As they said, Luna and Bakugo wins. KO. As you know, Bakugo goes over to Luna. It's like, "You right, Snow White? I'm fine, Bakugo. Those were nothing but love taps. I figured they would be a lot more better than having string quirks. It's quite disappointing. I can't wait for I can't wait for the fight that we've been waiting for." Agreed, Snow White. Let's get you cleaned up. As they go to Recovery Girl, and she's like, "You did very well out there. Just don't go overboard. I wish not to, to heal you too much. I don't want to have to repeat this. Repeat, if there's any serious injury. She's just being, nurse. So, she does it. She wasn't really hurt that bad. But, Recovery Girl has to heal everyone. Several fights been going on. As we go to one more fight before the main event. As this one's a bit different. This one is these opponents have a mutation quirk. Animal-like. Both cats. Both female. They're sisters. Like, let's just say, they're both panthers. Mutations. So, as Luna's looking at the card. Kachan, take a look at who we're fighting next. And she's like, "Cat, are you serious? We're fighting cats?" As don't misjudge their quirk. They could be quite deadly. Judging by the footage that, she has the footage of like a tablet. Take a look at this. As they're highly fast, highly strong, good reflexes, and they have claws. It's like, damn it. What do you think, Bakugo? You think we're going to have to resort to our secret weapon? I don't think so, Snow White. I really want to save that for the last bout. Agreed. Shall I demonstrate a bit of my Frostfire? As Bakugo's like, "Huh. Interesting. Might as well." Now, they're keeping their combo attack secret, but this is going to be the first time she uses Frost. Now, one of my subscribers mentioned it to be called Frostfire. I think that's what he said. Let me go back to my photos real fast, just to be sure. I think I had it under well, whatever. I think it was Frostfire. And thank you for the name, by the way. I was originally going to call that, but I wasn't sure if that was any good. But let's stop me rambling on about nonsense right now. As they announce the two teams, as Shoto and Momo are looking on, as Momo's like, "Seems your sister's been doing pretty well." As Shoto's like, "I was worried that she got hurt from the last battle, but she seems to be doing alright." That's insane how well those two work together. That's insane how well those two work together. Their personalities are like totally different. Given your sister seems to be a lot more cocky now than normal than the last time I met her. As Shito smiles a little bit. "Yeah, seems like my dear old sister has a fan base now. This is going to be a fight to ring. This is going to be an interesting fight." Agreed. I'm going to be observing them closely, as Momo suggests. You know me, Shoto. I like to analyze all my opponents. As that goes on, as they call them up to fight, the two sisters. they're twins, so that hit a soft spot for Luna, because her twin, she hates her twin, as they're being friendly with each other, as she scoffs at that, she's getting a little bit irritated, and she's like, "Let the cork blast tournament begin." As they go into the fighting stance, as the two sisters zigzag, running in all fours towards Bakugo and Luna, as Luna jumps backwards behind Bakugo, as he does a massive explosion to cover the arena in smoke, as Luna manipulate ice to throw a net, like a ice net, over the smoke into capturing one of them. Now Bakugo, as he goes a howler impact, not a howler bang, but a impact onto the cat, the student that is trapped in the ice net, as she goes flying, as her sister catches her before she hits out of the ring, and she's like, "Thanks, sis. These two mean business. Be careful. The explosion boy is quite dangerous, but the one you need to watch out for is the girl with the white hair. I've been watching her fight. She's a lot more, you might be fooled by her partner's attitude, but she's far more vicious than he is. I'll keep it out, sister. So what do we do? Like we always do. Teamwork." As, they start doing teamwork on Bakugo. As they're, trying to take him out. As Bakugo blasts himself backwards with his quirk. As Luna starts throwing fire at them. Normal fire for right now. As she's trying to judge their patterns. She's like, think of it like Piccolo, how he analyzed the fight. This is what she's doing. So she could analyze patterns and battle patterns in mid-fight. Now that makes her so deadly. The longer you fight her, the less chance you're going to have to win. As Bakugo's like, "What are you doing, Snow White? Relax, I got this in the bag." And suddenly, the last blast she hits dead on to one of the sisters as she goes flying out of the ring. And she's like, as she smiles a little bit, "Got you. Bakugo, get back." As her body begins flaming in blue fire, as everyone's shocked, even Shoto and all the teachers that are all the heroes that are present are all might like, "What the hell is that?" And Nezu's like, "I don't know. This is new. I've never seen this before." And she's like, Frostfire barrage." As she starts throwing frostfire like crazy, as once she saw one of the fireballs hit the ring, it instantly freezes as everyone's like confused. So is Endeavor. Endeavor's like, what the hell was that? That's not possible. Fire shouldn't be doing that. I know fire, if it gets hot enough, it gets colder or whatever, but let's say Endeavor they've never seen the fire act that way. As suddenly, as she slips on some of the ice, as Bakugo hit an explosion behind Luna, as she goes flying forward, as she kicks her opponent to the ground, and planted her into the ring like a double kick, encasing her legs in the ice a little bit, as she does a barrage of frost fire onto her while she's on the ground. Does non-stop. As Bakugo, goes, hey, Snow White, I think that's enough. As she's shivering. As they rush her to Recovery Girl. Because, because of that stuff. Frostbite. And she's like, Jesus, Snow White. They call me brutal. Those two irritate me. As, Shoto's like, what the hell was that? Momo, do you know? I have no idea. Why didn't she use that? She waited till the perfect time to use that technique I've never seen before. I thought your sister was like yours. Yeah, it is, but I don't know how that's possible, but it seems like my sister came up with a few ideas that I am unable to do. As, Rin's been watching this, she's like, she kind of smiles a little bit at Endeavor, and she's like, see. Now Endeavor's, kind of thinking that he made a mistake with Shoto, with, choosing Shoto. Yes, her Luna's fire is not fire technically. Yeah, it's fire, but it freezes. But she's seen how powerful she is. So he's getting ideas in his head, but that's not gonna fly with Luna. Because she totally hates the dude. So as several hours later, as Bakugo and them are resting up, as Shoto and Momo walks up to him, seems like you two made it to the finals. Be looking forward to our fight. As Shoto, talks to Luna, sister. As she gets up, we're not sisters. We might share the same blood, but that's as far as we go. I'm going to absolutely destroy you in this. As she walks off, as she's like, as Momo's like, cheer up, cheer up, Shoto. You'll get to her eventually. Maybe this fight will, maybe you work some things out. It's a shame. I kind of wanted to fight her myself, as but with that blonde kid, my hands are gonna be full. Maybe in I think it's nationals. I'm changing sorry, let me fix this again because I forget what it was, because I have an idea what I'm gonna do. Give me a second here, guys. Yeah, because this is the regionals, and the nationals are going to be one-on-one, so there's going to be a chance for some interesting fights. So let's begin. As the announcer's like, this is our final bell tonight. It's the finals. Who will win? We have Shoto Todoroki, Momo Yatarozu, our reigning defending champions, against the new surprising team, Koski Bako and Luna Midoriya. Please, Team Ice Explosion. That's what they named theirs. Team Ice Explosion. Team Ice Explosion, please enter the arena. As seriously, Bakugo? That's what, I can't believe you name our team that. And she's like, what? I just told him, I thought it was fitting. As you're like, very well. Whatever, Kachan, let's get this done. Sorry, give me a minute here. As they can, I have something to say. As you know, the announcer's like, "That's very unregulary, but I guess we could oblige." That they hand her a microphone. I want you to, number 2 hero, as she announced, Endeavor, watch this closely. Why I absolutely destroy your daughter. As she throws the mic down. As everyone's like surprised by that announcement. As everyone's like, "What's going on? Does she have some sort of grudge against the Todoroki family?" As everyone's, well, they kind of do look like each other, minus the hair color's different a little bit, and that one doesn't have a scar. As they're talking. Shoto kind of laughs a little. Yeah, she starts laughing, actually. Because, what she did. And she's like, as she sees Endeavor, like, firing up, like, kind of getting mad out being called out like that by his abandoned daughter that he abandoned. As he's like, she'll start laughing as, Momo's like, "What's so funny? It's hilarious. My dad's pissed. I love this. Even though I'm fighting my sister, I'm still, it's hilarious." As, Luna's like, "You're not going to be laughing for long." As they begin fight. As from the get-go, she starts throwing regular fire at the two. As Shoto uses his ice to slide around the arena. As Momo creates a staff and hits the ground as she flies backwards. As she's on the ice with Shoto. As they're like, "This is going to be interesting." "Bakugo, do it." As, "Are you sure?" "Yeah." As Bakugo begins starting explosions, just destroying the platform. As 2 pillars came out of the ground, hitting them 2 off the ice platform as they land on their feet. As it's like, guess we're not stopping our movements. Quite smart. Luna, as Momo suggests, "How about we switch?" "What are you planning, Momo?" "I just want some one-on-one time with your sister." As she cracks her knuckles. "Fine, I guess I could, fight the kid with the anger management issues." As they zigzag, as Momo goes in for, a combination attacks. As Luna charges up her, coats her body with a little bit of ice. As they're going back and forth. As they're like, "I'm actually having fun." Snow, I believe I'm having fun. Luna, been wanting to fight you for a little bit, ever since I first saw your first match in the tournament. As she's like, "Likewise, Momo. I find your skills quite impressive for what type of quirk you have." And she's like, "I do like being praised, especially with, attractive women like yourself." As, Luna blushes a little bit as she goes backwards as, the audience is hearing is, what's going on? Is this supposed to be a fight or are they just flirting? And it's like, "Luna, I have a little bet. If I'm able to land one hit off you, you go on a date with me." As she's like, "What? You you heard me, little Snow. What do you say?" As she's like, "Fine, whatever." As she's like, "Good." As they begin fighting back and forth from fist to fist. As Momo goes in for a kick, so does Luna. As their legs cross, as they jump back. As Momo, goes in for a solid combination, getting past Luna's defenses as she hits several solid hits as she goes flying into Bakugo. As, Shoto, switch. I got what I wanted. As, what, what were you up to, Momo? Nothing really. As, Momo looks at, Luna as she gets up. Remember our bet. As, she's like, what was that about, Snow White? Nothing, Bakugo. Let's get this done. So what's the plan? We need to knock off Momo. Then we need to unleash our secret weapon. As they agree, as Luna starts throwing ice everywhere, as Shoto is using the ice wall, as Bakugo jumps up, as the ice pillar goes under his feet, as he's high up in the air, as he jumps off, goes to a explosion, knocking Momo out of the ring, as she hits the panel of the wall, and she's like, shit, I lost, damn it, oh well. Shoto, be careful, as she walks off to get checked up, and she's at Recover Girl, and she's like, huh, you don't seem that injured. Surprisingly, you were fighting, those two. As she's smiling, of course. As Shoto's by herself. As Bakugo hears a click. As I don't know what I was gonna name this. Oh, absolute zero howler impact. As like Bakugo now. As Bakugo gets in position, as Shoto's like, what are you two planning? As Luna smiles. Something special. We've been saving up for this exact moment. As Bakugo unleashes a howler impact, as Luna is in front of it, as Shoto's like, watch out, are you crazy? As she just walks by it, as blue fire covers her whole body, as the explosion engulfs her, as the yellowish explosion turns into blue, as she walks out of the explosion towards Bakugo, as everyone's shocked, as the explosion is about to hit Shoto, as suddenly she snaps her fingers, as she's like, game, set, and match, as Shoto Todoroki gets blasted out of the ring, as she frozen, not all the way, but her limbs are frozen to the arena wall, as she's out of bounds. As everyone's shocked, as she's like, whoa, that's a surprising victory. Don't know what that was, but like natural, the cork blast tournament is conceded. I hope to see you next year. Now, the next year's will be, this is the end of this year, so, there's gonna be another one the last day of middle school, in the beginning, and one at the last, so, a couple months before the end of middle school, so, let's get our new champions, Koski Bako and Luna Midoriya. As the crowd goes crazy, like normal stuff. As Endeavor, Endeavor's more intrigued now. He's angry, but he's more intrigued about what that was. As we're going to probably stop it there because it's going to be hard to upload if it gets too long. So, hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones. And Info Broker will be out when I get off work. So, look forward to that. All right, bye.